Hi, in this video, we're going to finish up global unicast addresses with something kind of short, but kind of cool, called the general prefix option. This is really specific to Cisco iOS. So, a general prefix option is kind of a shortcut. It's an alias for just about any command requiring an IPv6 address. You can do access control list, address scene, all kinds of stuff. Let me show you how it works. It's kind of cool. So we just say IPv6, so global configuration mode, general prefix question mark. And basically we just give it a name, something we want to call it. So I'm going to say my GUA, and then followed by the prefix and the prefix length. Okay. So basically what we are doing here, which is quite cool, is substituting my GUA anytime we're referring to this prefix length. So we just can say my GUA. Okay, so let's take a look at how this works. Kind of interesting. Okay, so if I go into interface gig 00, I can actually say IPv6 address my GUA. Now, what I have to do is I'm going to give it a subnet 88, and I preface it with all zeros here. So zero, because I'm doing the double colon here. Okay, I do 0, 0, 0, and then 88. This is my subnet ID. Okay. And then subnet ID, and then this is the interface ID, all columns, all zeros, and a 1. Okay. So the 3 zeros there, that is really the /48, which is being represented by my GUA. Okay, I'll show you where this is used, how this is useful in a moment. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do another address. So same thing, but I'm actually doing a different subnet. Here 88, here 99. They're both using my GUA, which is referring to this /48 prefix. The prefix is /64, remember, but the 88 and 99 refer to the subnet ID. This 48 bits here is the global routing prefix. Okay, and this is how we're subnetting it further. Okay, I'll do a no shutdown and show IPv6 interface brief. Now notice when I do this, it shows the 2001 DB8 cafe, that what I have done with my GUA is the 2001 DB8 cafe. That's what's being shown here. Here's our subnet IDs. All right, so how is this helpful besides a little shortcut? Okay, so let's say we received we need to renumber our address. So we're going to get rid of no IPv6 general prefix my GUA. Going to say no to that, so we're going to remove that. And now notice what I'm doing is creating a new global routing prefix. Let's say we changed ISPs, and instead of this being our global routing prefix, this is our global routing prefix. But we don't want to change anything else. We want all of our subnetting and interface IDs and everything else to remain the same. We don't want to have to make a bunch of changes. I don't have to go back to those in this case, this was 2 addresses, but let's say we configure dozens, even hundreds of routers and switches. And let's say I've done access control lists and stuff. So what I can do per device is modify my GUA, the value of it, from this 48 bits to this 48 bits with beef. Let's see what happens. Now when I do show IPv6 interface brief, instead of cafe here, I see beef. Okay, show running config. So the show running config, by the way, indicates to us that we are using the my GUA. Okay, so it reminds us that that's what we're using. But as you can see, it's in this case 2001 DB8B. Just kind of a cool little thing, helps us with renumbering if necessary. Okay, and that ends what our little chapter on global unicast addresses. Of course, we'll be using global unicast addresses throughout the rest of this course and the rest of this book. We'll talk about it in various other ways, especially with dynamic address allocation and SLAC and DHCP v6, network discovery protocol, and all sorts of things. So we will be using these GUAs, global unicast addresses.